day, slight breeze builds up pain. Sky blue, then suddenly bad news. So much for pleasure, so much for leisure. One step towards a two-way from the treasure. Up from the road, a beautiful bubble. Now here comes a brand new burst of trouble. But maybe, if I could see it coming, maybe I could avoid it. Maybe if I could be more pliant, maybe I'd be more important. Just me and you, then we see something new and improved, so we choose. So much for pleasure, so much for leisure. One step towards a two-way from the treasure. Up from the road, a beautiful bubble. Now here comes a brand new burst of trouble. But maybe, if I could see it coming, maybe I could avoid it. Maybe if I could be more pliant, maybe I'd be more important. I'd be more important.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Getting started in a moment. Listen to a little bit of Arthur YORIA before we get going.
Maybe I've been here before.
If you have any questions, get them ready. Happy to help.
Maybe there's only one door.
Maybe. All right. Had to cut it off there. He drops an F-bomb on at the end. I don't know if he hurt his finger on the guitar string or whatever, but something. So best to just avoid the F-bombs. There's Henning. Hey, Henning. Today we are starting where we ended yesterday at EDWO for anybody who wants to fly along today. Again, if you got any questions, you need any help with anything, any flight questions, flight simulator stuff, heck, it'd be anything that has nothing to do with flight simming in general. You need any help with anything, questions, we might have answers. We, and I mean me and Henning and all the voices in my head. So, all right, let me get this job here. This one will take us directly south. 97 miles will make $24,000, and I've got Bushtalk ready to go, so we'll do some audio touring landmark stuff on our way south. And I'll also see if Henning wants to fly today. So let me go into the chat room and find out if he would like to group today. Would you like to group today? See if he's available. He's a busy person. College and everything else and studies, and he actually flies and helps maintain planes on the weekends and does a lot of amazing stuff. So really happy he spends his time over here with us on this Skydude live stream. All right. Okay, so he says sure. So let me go out there and hit escape. And we'll have to wait for him to pop up. I don't think he is Mars Fans or Skrilla. I think those are two other people that I have on there. So let me know when you're in the game and you are ready. And let me go ahead and... Oh, really? Hans is with us today. Well, maybe I should put off this job then and do whatever you guys want to do first. And then yeah, why don't you go ahead and invite me today? And for the first hour of the show, let me go ahead and do whatever you want to do, whatever flying you guys want to do. And then we'll get back over to Neofly and I'll do my job, which will take us down near closer to Frankfurt. We'll get to explore all those places going south from here. We'll just put that on hold for right now. Okay. Group invite. So you are Mars fan. Should know by now. All right, so we are grouped. We should be grouped. And are we starting at your home base today? Where will we be starting? And what will we be flying today? What do you have? What would you like to do? Happy Friday to everybody, TGIF. Oh, my Dungeons and Dragons plans got canceled for the weekend again. Somebody got sick in the group. They're under the weather. And so we had to cancel. So I don't know what I'm doing this weekend, tomorrow night. EDWU, we're going to do the glider, of course. Okay. Let me back out of here. Go back to the main menu. We'll go to their home base. The Brad Sucks live stream was pretty nice last night. All right, so if you would like to join us in the gliding, we will be gliding at EDWU. That's in the chat room. EDWU. Averro's Bush. And make sure you get your glider. All right. And hit fly. All right, we are here. Let me minimize this, and volume down. Kind of right there. Are you guys going to be starting with the toe, or are you going to just be starting up in the air at a certain altitude? I think I'll just go ahead and try the tow today. I need more experience with the tow anyway. Seems like they might already be in the air. And Henny is using the winch launch today. I've been having a dickens of a time sticking with the tow plane. So definitely need more, a little bit more experience. Oh, that's usually what they do there? You guys usually use the winch? Well, I will try that next time. Such a beautiful area. I've really enjoyed this week. Flying around Germany. We saw a beautiful cathedral. We saw two of them, actually. A nice church, anyway. Gothic spires. And then a cathedral that we flew around yesterday for a little bit. That was very, very pretty. You're going to be practicing touch and goes in a glider, huh? How does that work? Once you're down, how could you have enough momentum to... But these guys know what they're doing. They fly gliders in the real world. And so they have the experience. They know how to do stuff like that. Those noises that you're hearing, the beeping noises, those are collision warnings. That means that their plane's very nice, that their plane's very close. I was watching a video the other day on how gliders are supposed to fly when you're flying with groups of people. You know, how to be on the lookout and how to make your turns so that you don't run into anybody. And it seems like, you know, they have a lot of rules for flying with people that I need to get a little more comfortable with. Uh-oh. Here we go. Instability. Don't lose him. Don't lose him. Oh. I was really surprised that yesterday I did do some gliding yesterday, and from EDWO, I think, all the way back to Moonster, and we had between 12 and 20 knot winds, and we made it he is signaling me he is going to do the tow cable. So let's release the tow cable. And we want to get into best speed for gliding at 120. In there. All right. Let me turn this up a tiny bit, see if we can hear any thermals. We're supposed to look for clouds, but they're a little low. We're supposed to look for the dark part of clouds. Like there's a nice one behind us. So somewhere in the 120 knot range, right in there, is where we're supposed to be able to keep the best speed and keep the best altitude, not lose too much altitude. I am making a left-hand turn. There's Barrel Bush where we took off from underneath us. There's one of the guys right there. Follow them. And now they take off. All right, right on our side here. Oh yeah, we were Henning told us there was a place nearby that was called America. There it is over there to our port side. Oh yeah, my gear is down. Gear's down. Gear is now up. Still haven't really heard a thermal yet. Tone is pretty steady. Losing a tiny bit of altitude. Very nice. Pretty enough, I'm going to post that on social media. Go to my Twitter account here. We had a small uptick in noise there probably turned. It actually probably turned into it this way. Keep heading that way. It looks kind of dark. Let me go ahead and do a right-hand turn. It is 20 minutes after the hour. You know what that means, my friends. It is time for the smoke break. Smoke break, if you're into that. Ah, nice shadow overhead. Okay, so trying to head back towards Verrill's Bush, so we're not too far away from the airport. And I can find another one from Arthur here. And I'll get my smoke on. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. This is a good one. It's in Spanish, but this is what you're going to hear is one guy in his bedroom, 2 microphones, and he uses foot pedals to sample things, noises that he's making, and then he layers all the music with his little instruments. But it's just one guy, and he's got a harmonica and a guitar. And anyway, this is No Hey Fortuna by Arthur YORIA for the smoke break. Puff, puff, pass. Oh, well, that ended abruptly. Wonder if he edited that. So see if we can catch a little bit more air heading west. The wind is blowing from 270. Doing pretty good. We haven't lost much altitude this whole time. We're doing pretty well. Here comes one of the boys. So learning how to make my turns while not losing speed. My tendency is, in a normal turn, my tendency is always to pull back, raise the nose in a turn. But in this case, I'm trying to turn and keep the nose down, actually, so we can maintain that 120 knots. We only lost about 100 feet. Lost 200 feet. Yeah, we're just slowly coming down now. Starting to lose our altitude. We can catch another gust coming around. Let me turn off that sound. Bottom of the hour, cheers. Here's to your health and well-being. Cheers. Remember to stay hydrated. That's the first bit of wind I've heard this whole time.
Hello.
And that's Brad and Ben.
How you doing?
Super, how you doing?
I'm fine.
From their live stream last night.
Hey everybody in the chat. Nice to see ya. Let's get this rolling here. Let's do a song and talk later. All right. It's called Feel Free Plastic Surgery.
Oh, we are in formation? Oh, that's nice. Let me get a picture of that. Oh, almost.
Hey, ugly, you've tried the drugs now.
There we go.
Gotta realize that you're not enough to be a celebrity. Like all the people on your TV. You could do with a nip tuck, get a major operation that could fuck you up. You'll graft
Oop, F-bomb.
and implant it in a limousine. If you never want to act your age, but you're always as young as you wanna feel. If you never want to biodegrade, 6 to 8 weeks to completely heal. Care package, here comes the numbers. Don't be afraid, it's just a taste of blood. Yes, you'll feel free with a little plastic surgery. All alone, look at hit and run, and you're so pretty when you bite your tongue. Oh yeah, you're gonna be seen black and blue on a silver screen. If you never wanna act your age, well you're always as young as you wanna feel. If you never wanna biodegrade, 6 to 8 weeks to completely heal.
Oh, I like that. He's added some echo in there. That was nice.
Nobody's ever gonna know what's underneath your face. 'Cause I know it's gonna be nice to say God gave you all the gifts that you got today. I know it's gonna be nice to say, hey, everything changed.
Uh-oh. Well, aside from the F-bomb, that one,
Successful first song.
that was nice.
We did it.
That echo.
What's up, JR?
Hey, JR, how's it going? Hey, Steve Pelias.
Hey, Pelios too.
Who else we got in the chat that I recognize? Thank you. Thank you for the emojis. Thank you, Christian, for saying Brad rocks.
Brad rocks.
Just fix my mic stand here. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm going to switch guitars real quick.
The one with the Microsoft livery is Hans. Okay.
To my tiny acoustic. All right. This is a song we haven't played in a long time. I think I started a trend.
I made a video with this
And the last stream we did,
with this song.
somebody requested it, and I forgot to record their name.
Yeah,
But it was a request.
I feel like I got requested a couple of times.
Wow, this goes out to all of them.
All two of you,
This may be our first fulfilled request.
possibly.
All right, let's change the background. Okay. Can I remember all of these words?
You ready?
Let's see. Am I ready?
I don't know.
All right.
1, 2, 3, go.
Love it. Love it. Love it. I love this song so much. I made a Star Trek music video. Washed up on the shore.
And get sand in my face. I took it hard and now I'm spending my days drunk, flying around in total comfort and sin.
Drunk flying around in total comfort and sin.
I can do it.
Ah.
Down on my friends and then I took it. Everybody said they never would believe. No attention to the very end. Oh yeah, I think I started a trend. Dead clothes, horses running crazy out of the gates.
Player haters in the middle, learning how to read.
Big belly, well, he said he was a man from LA.
He seemed okay, and so I signed it away.
Sold out on my friends and then I took it easy.
Everybody
Said they never would
believe me.
I paid no attention to the very end. Oh yeah, I think I started a trend. Sold out on my friends and then I took it easy.
Everybody said they never would believe me.
I paid
Wait.
no attention to the very end. Oh yeah, I think I started a trend.
Nice. Nice, I love it. That was a success.
Yes.
Put these lyrics away now.
So I hope you enjoyed that. Whoever asked for that, wherever you are.
We delivered on a request.
One request fulfilled every 3 years. is our policy here at the Brad Sucks live stream show.
We'll have to land soon. Not a problem.
Over deliver.
Well, deliver.
Yeah.
All right.
What's next?
What else is next? Oh yeah. So anybody, I can speak great tonight. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you coming out to the old stream show. What are you usually saying? Oh yeah. Share the stream to all your friends or whatever. Relatives, enemies, strangers, passersby.
Pastors.
Get your pastor involved.
Oh, and then there's like a fiery hell background.
Yes.
Bring your pastors.
Well, just wait one song before you reach out to your clergy. Okay. Let's play an additional song.
All right, so 200 meters, we're supposed to be in an approach, and I'll be at 200 meters here in a moment. So let's plan for a landing. Let's ditch our ballast. It's a little bit hard to understand why I'm a modern man. Put my gear down. It seems you mistaken me for someone who cares. I'm just a dirtbag under the weather and overrated. 600 feet.
Taking it to the scene, making money, not knowing what it means. I'm a liar.
Set shit on fire.
Take your time, talk it down.
Land on the left runway.
Little dogs and elephants. It's hard to find it.
I don't mind it.
It seems you're mistaking me for someone who cares. I'm just a dirtbag under the weather.
I'm gonna circle once more.
And overrated seems you mistaken me for someone who cares. I'm just a dirtbag under the weather.
Hitching a ride with the bugs and the flies, and I'm on my own. Hitching a ride with the bugs and the flies, and I'm on my own. I have to see where you're standing. There's Hans. Bravo.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That was Dirtbag off my first record, I Don't Know What I'm Doing.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Hey Brad, will you make major changes to the Patreon songs that will be on the new album?
Great question.
Great question. How do I answer that? Probably not major.
No. But I mean, it's like 3 other humans participating in the recording process.
Yeah, I'd say structurally they're all pretty much the same.
Yep.
We changed the key on one.
Yep.
At the beginning of the right runway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Changes, but I don't think there'll be that much.
Land on that side or come in and stop at that side.
Yes.
You land there? Let me see the direction you're pointing.
But yeah, I don't know. I think
So you landed.
I think they'll be pretty
Land behind or in front of you. All right.
song-wise, anyways. Just with an extra layer of great playing by the fellas. Brad, do you have any interviews recorded? I'd like to hear more about you.
Yeah.
Interview me right now.
Okay.
Don't do that.
How does that make you feel?
How do you feel?
How does that make you feel, Brad?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Interview over.
Next song. There's interviews out there, but I don't know why you'd want to listen to them.
All right, let's try to bring this bird in.
Let's keep it going with songs, not talking. Let's do another old guy. Boop, boop. Never mind.
Oh, maybe I turned too wide. Bring in our speed brake. Uh-oh.
Say I should. Feeling so excited. It's the best thing that I've ever found. Talking down to you, feeling suicidal.
Yeah, my wheels are down.
Chance I'll be coming around.
All right.
School. Take a shot, but I thought that you didn't really have any more of the secrets. And you could play 'em, but you won't understand when the teachers come and jump you a read.
Yeah, it landed a little short. A little too much speed brake.
Turning books are burning. I found better things than learning. Yeah, I ain't going again unless you hold my hand.
I'm surprised they don't put small little wheels on the wings.
Talking down to you, feeling suicidal. There's not a chance I'll be coming around.
Yeah, it's
Feeling so excited, it's the best thing that I've ever found. Talking down to you, feeling suicidal. There's not a chance I'll be coming around. Dropping out of school, feeling so excited. It's the best thing that I've ever found. Talking down to you, feeling suicidal. There's not a chance I'll be coming around. I'll be coming around. I'll be coming around. I'll be coming around.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just land again.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
How are the pipes holding up?
That about did it for my pipes.
Ben's bravely battling the dregs of a cold.
It's pretty good. To ditch this Justin Rice hoodie. Settle for this Justin Rice t-shirt.
Thank you, Stuart Clark, for the $20. He says,
shit.
to the certified rockers go to
shit.
spoils. I believe that's supposed to be us.
Yeah, I think that's us in this case. In this particular context.
By the process of elimination, I believe it to be us. We are the certified rockers.
Oh, hit a tree.
Hey. This one is from
That speed brake, boy,
most
it
recent album.
is powerful. It really slows you down.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. From what I can see of the chats.
Yeah, sounds really good, says Steve Pelias. Thank you, Steve Pelias.
Thank you, Steve.
You're the best.
Here we go.
I need to keybind my speed brake to my throttle.
I was waiting for some kind of sign, some kind of indication I was wasting my time. I got myself up out the basement, faked it long enough to say I made it. I was patient, I put up a fight. I kept saying to myself, oh, the future is bright. I confronted everything that I was faced with, put it off another day. I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite see no open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but I can't find anything to give me the motivation. Took medication, went under the knife. I tried to straighten up, I even took your advice. I honestly and humbly engaged in slow and steady rehabilitation. I hesitated, what a surprise, and then I think it kinda took my off the prize.
It's nice.
All the time I should have wasted. If I'm gonna throw it all away, I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite see no open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but I can't find anything to give me the motivation. Come a long way just to leave all of this behind. Before you're gone and done, it only gets harder to decide. Before you're gone, why don't you try living your best life? You're only
Oh,
looking the other
oh, whoops.
way, 'cause the future's still too bright. I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite see no open up the communication. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Thank you, Gavin McKenzie, for the Canadian $27.99. Great show. Come to Toronto from Charlene and Gavin.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah, it's totally not that far away.
It's a great city.
Yeah, I mean, better than some of our shows there.
We've had some shitty shows in Toronto.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun.
But Gavin and Charlene, they can change
Yes.
that. They can change that for us.
That's true.
Yeah, I definitely need to set
We'll
my.
do a Redemption Toronto show at some
Yes, I love that idea.
I need to set up a whole new control setup for the glider anyway.
Let's
I got to
see,
find a
what else
problem,
we got going on in the
a
chat?
bug I have with some of my controllers.
Joined Patreon. Thanks for the shows. That's awesome. Thanks so much.
All right, top of the hour.
Patreon. There's
I'm
like
gonna take a small little break right
what's my
here.
Patreon pick?
Check out my
It's like
plane.
over 20 unreleased demos up there. Bunch of bullshit, you know, cool stuff.
Let me pause this for a minute here.
All that sort of stuff. Oh, and the $10 patrons help make this.
Okay. So, news update for Microsoft Flight Simulator in this next week. I think on Tuesday, we'll be getting World Update 16, and that covers the Caribbean or Caribbean, however you want to pronounce it. But I guess that they're now finally going to, a lot of the things we flew around not last week, the week before, when we were making our way south, a lot of those little islands out there, they said they're going to look way better. So if you're into Caribbean flying, World Update 16 Tuesday, and everybody's saying they're talking about 2024, the 2024 release, but basically I haven't heard anything that's new. They're like, oh yeah, big 2024 news this week. And then they say the same thing. They're like, well, and they just repeat everything that we already know. So I can't say I've heard anything new about 2024 this week at all. Just it's coming. People are predicting August. I think that's the only new thing. Is Simulator 2020 released in August, and that they're expecting potentially an August release for this. So yeah. I want to thank Hans and Henning for gliding with me today in Germany. I'm very much enjoying Germany. It's so beautiful over here. Everything's so green and plenty of trees and old Gothic buildings and all this great history. We did the Teutoburg Forest run the other day and got to see where Varus lost 3 legions to the Germans. I can't believe that. But, when people are mad, when you get people mad enough, they will find a way to wipe you out. And that seems that that's what happened at that point in history, that finally the Germans just said enough of the Romans. But you know what? I don't know. I'm not going to say I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know. What caused such great rift between them, and that's a matter of history. But something we do know is that the Romans did so much to expand civilization. They did such a great job of expanding civilization and creating technology that benefited humankind, cisterns and sewer systems and aqueducts and just so many things. So as the Romans made their way around, and they made their way all the way up into Great Britain, and they created amazing crap up in Great Britain, right? And then time passes, and everybody starts slowly falling into a dark age. I think one of the things that struck me the most about it all was like when the Vikings came in. Okay, so the Romans make their way all the way up to Great Britain, and they build all these castles and build all these amazing things. Now the Vikings come in, and the Vikings wipe out the people that are there, and they're completely blown away at the level of technology that they've just conquered. The Vikings didn't even have restrooms. sewers, anything like that. They would go out and crap in a bog, you know, and so it's one of those. They come in and they wipe everybody out, and they occupy all the places that the Romans had built, and then everything fell into a dark age because they had no idea how to run and clean sewers and run things and build things, and so you've got to hand it to the Romans for that, for what they contributed to human advancement, civilization advancement, and that you know, when barbarians come in and because they want what you have, but then they don't know how to maintain any of it. And in a lot of ways, I kind of feel we're getting that way now. I don't want to get too political, but I mean, you've got so many people coming in from other countries, third world countries, that are just mass migrating into Europe, and they're mass migrating into the United States of America. And they're like, we're here to replace you. We're here to take over. You know, and all I can say is, yeah, well, great. Now we're going to be headed for another dark age, another 300 years of dark ages, because they're going to come in, they're going to overpopulate, they're going to want to eventually take over. And that's their goal, in my opinion. I mean, that's been their goal since history started. They've made no bones about it. They're here to dominate and take over. But unfortunately, you know, they can't even get along with anybody. I can't imagine they're going to run everything. And then they constantly use the white supremacy guilt trip on us, and I don't really buy into any of that at all. We're the cause of all the problems. Screw that. Screw that. All right, well, I hope you gentlemen don't mind if I teleport back over to my other spot and do a job today, and that'll take up the next hour, and that'll be it for this Friday. So I want to go back to the main menu. I can't thank you enough for spending your time with me, and I really appreciate the compliment. And he says, my landings have become really nice in this thing. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. I wish that I could be a little bit more adventurous like you two guys. You guys are zipping around the sky left and right, up and down, getting to do your turns and flips, and anytime I seem to mess with the controls too much, I just end up putting myself into a spin. So right at the moment, I'm still just happy. I'm happy that I stayed up as long as I did. So on our first takeoff and getting up in the air, that was a nice bit of time in the air, just circling around, and I managed to keep my altitude, and I managed to stay up there for a good amount of time this time. Oh, you are joining too? Okay. Well, let me go back to the main menu. I need to go to EDWO. That's where I landed my plane in Neofly. It says right here, EDWO, and that's where we finished. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Anybody who might be also tuning in today, please like and subscribe. I could really use your support. And also, you know, not just begging for your help, but if you need any help in any way, if you have any questions on flying that I can try to answer, if you're a noob like me, you know, I will do my best to help you. And, you know, we've got 2 pilots in here, or, you know, student pilots here at the moment. So if you've got questions about gliding or anything, I'm sure that they'd probably be happy to answer your questions. But we can't find if we don't know the answer, we'll find the answer. You need somebody to fly with. Yeah. So please like and subscribe. Okay, so EDWO, which is Adderhide, Honestbrook. Oh, it knocked it out. EDWO. There we go. Not too far from where we were. All my trips were really short yesterday. I'm going to just put us on the runway because I'm still having that bug where if I start cold and dark, then the plane doesn't want to move. So I haven't quite figured out that bug yet. Once we spawn there, I'll grab that job that takes us down towards Frankfurt, and we'll be on our way. Put back on Brad for a minute.
Make this stream happen, which I appreciate. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got some breaking news, which is a new segment.
Oh, I didn't change planes.
Yeah,
Dang it.
breaking news. What do I got? Oh, yeah, first off, happy birthday, JR.
Yeah.
Justin Rice, our buddy. I believe 2 days ago, you said. I missed it because I'm a piece of shit.
I did too. That's why I'm wearing,
Oh, you did too?
That's why I'm wearing not only his hoodie, but also his t-shirt today.
Wow. You didn't come up with the idea for like a breaking news segment to say happy birthday to him, so
Good point. I'd say we're both doing equally well here.
I think I might have the lead. And then back to
I need the caravan.
stuff. The Indiegogo for the untitled fifth album has reached 69% funded.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty sweet. Getting there.
Somebody, another person bought a cover song today.
I saw that. I think that was Stuart Clark who was in the
Okay.
chat.
Oh, nice.
So I wonder what his selection.
There we go.
will be.
And I need the
Stuart, what your selection?
Microsoft
Yeah, or just throw out some
livery.
options, or let everyone bully you into
Yes.
doing a cover that they want.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all the breaking news I got.
Wait, what about the Lexus thing?
Oh yeah. Well, I think everybody knows that, but
Hello, pilot.
my song "Make Me Nervous" was in a Lexus commercial. Started airing.
Really?
A couple weeks ago, I think it was.
You can
Wow.
So that's going pretty cool. If you
That's got to be a chunk of money.
Everybody for getting in touch with me, telling me you saw it. Apparently it's on NBC, CBS during the hockey games and the football games and the soccer games.
You're
I
good
hear
to
those
go.
are popular.
Contact the tower for clearance.
The hockey games and the football.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
So anyway, and if you bought a Lexus because of my song, let me know. I would love, that would be great to put that feather in my cap.
Okay.
We've got some more breaking news happening as we speak.
What do we got?
Stuart said, "Missed the Boat" by Modest Mouse.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So now that we are spawned at EWO, I'm going to pick this job here, which will take us to EDGB. Type that in the chat room. EDBG is the destination. And let me go ahead and take this.
Transporter from dispatch. Good morning. The sensitive cargo mission will start as soon as you get in your aircraft in the parking.
Okay. They're going to start loading us up here.
Aircrew, be advised, today's fragile cargo is being manually handled onto the aircraft at the customer's request.
All right, get the conditioner all the way up, get the propeller to max, pull out the inertial separator, go ahead and turn the battery back on, get set up again.
Transporter, cargo is loaded. You can start your mission.
All right, we'll come down to our GPS here, hit the direct key, hit the icon for the keyboard, type in EDBG, and hit enter on the console twice, enter, enter. That sets it up. Now we've got our GPS set up here. If yours looks like this, where you're on a localizer, hit the CDI key once or twice. So it'll go GPS, localizer 1, localizer 2, and then GPS. Okay, so it's behind us. And we're all set to go. I need to check out the weight. The weight requirement that we need is 2,305 pounds. Heavy. There's 2,312. Good enough. And I'm sure we'll have plenty of fuel. Oops. Duh. Sounds like one of the guys is using an airliner. Not going that far. Okay. Now let me go over here to Bushtalk. Come on. Change screens. There we go. We're right here, so let me zoom down. And we're going south. So let's see if we've hit any of these. Wow, no, these are all new locations. Operation Garlic. Alley Open. Steinhager. Gutenberg. Fern Meldeterm Munster. Anyway, so once we get in the air, we'll go ahead and run those audios and learn a little bit about the surrounding area. Here we go. Oh, here we go. As I say, as my propeller's not even spinning. Yeah, it would help if we had our propeller spinning.
You're good to go.
Thank
Contact
you.
the tower for clearance.
There we go. Full speed. And now we're off. Yes, yes, yes. What are you doing? Please don't tell me you froze. This is that bug I was talking about. It's never happened on the runway, which is unusual. There we go. Okay, so the propeller just wasn't up to speed. You're heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. There we go. We're catching some air.
Nice takeoff, pilot. Have a safe, steady flight.
Right? Start making our slow turn off the runway to the left. After takeoff, bring the throttle down just a touch. Kind of red line in it at the moment. Yeah, it's one of the guys up there. Look at that. They're flying an airliner. Nice. Nice and pretty one too. Orange. Nice and orange. Okay. Get over to my console. We'll put in the autopilot. We'll do an alt hold. Put it on nav. Hopefully the autopilot does not kill us, sir. Oh, don't lie. See if it doesn't kick in with the nav and right us, we'll pay attention to that for a moment, see if it does. If it doesn't, then go to direct and hit enter twice again. Make it kick itself in. If it'll turn here. No, still seems like she's going in a cycle. All right, so direct to enter. Now she's righting herself, and we're on track. That doesn't look like the direction we're going, though. Did I plug in the wrong place? E B. Well, it is. Huh. I must have picked the wrong job. I thought we were going south. Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay. We're on course. Ooh, okay. All right. Put us in a cruise. Put the separator in. And we don't need max prop or conditioner. Down a little bit. Got to bring the flaps up. Okay. We're heading towards Howe and Belm. So, to our south here, the first thing that comes up as an audio tour is this.
The Halle Open is a men's tennis tournament held in Halle, North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. Held since 1993, the event is played on 4 outdoor grass courts and is a part of the ATP Tour 500 series on the ATP Tour schedule.
Your airline
It
engines.
is currently sponsored by Noventi. Between 1993 and 2018, it was sponsored by Jerry Weber. The Halle Open is held at the same time as the Queen's Club Championships, and the two are seen as the primary warm-up tournaments for the Wimbledon Grand Slam tournament, also on grass courts, which begins towards the end of June. The event was upgraded in 2015 from a 250 series to a 500 series tournament. The center court has 12,300 seats and a retractable roof which can be closed in 88 seconds so that tennis matches can continue with a closed roof when it begins to rain. The stadium is heated and also used for other sport events and concerts.
Look at that picture on the ground. Look at the shadows. Somebody slewed. We had a nice shadow pattern on the ground. Flying it like they stole it. All right, so the Halle Open. About that.
Hunnenberg Telecommunication Tower is a 164-meter telecommunication tower of Deutsche Telekom AG on Hunneberg, near Bielefeld in Germany. It is a concrete tower of FMT 372 type. It is closed to the public. The tower was built in 1972 as replacement for a smaller telecommunication tower, built in 1952. The old tower was converted into an observation tower, removing the antenna decks and installing intermediate ceilings. It is now called the Hunnenberg Observation Tower and houses a museum and restaurant. An equipment room is located in the telecommunications tower 40 meters above ground with a volume of 2,500 cubic meters. The room has a 49.6 meters deck with directional antennas. A second smaller antenna deck is situated 55 meters above ground. Further smaller decks for antennas with directional antennas are situated 89 and 123.5 meters above ground. Between the 123.5 and 146.25 meter levels, there is a red and white antenna mast with FM broadcasting antennas. The pinnacle above 146.5 meters carries a glass fiber cylinder with the UHF TV broadcasting antennas. The Botanischer Garten Bielefeld is a municipal botanical garden located beside the southeast edge of the Teutoburger Wald at Kallenberg 16, Bielefeld, North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. It is open daily without charge. The garden was established in 1912 on 1 hectare. It was enlarged in 1914 to 1915 with the installation of the Alpine Garden containing about 500 different plant species, and in 1925 to 1927 enlarged again by a further 2.5 hectares to the west for its rhododendron collection. By 1952 it contained about 3,000 species. Today the garden contains about 2,500 plant varieties. Its highlights include a rhododendron and azalea collection, Alpine Garden, Medicinal and Herb Garden, Heather Garden, Flora of the Buchenwald region, and a half-timbered house dating from 1823.
Nice. That's south of our current heading.
Sparrenburg Castle,
Castle.
known as the Sparrenburg, is a restored fortress in the district of Bielefeld, Germany. It is situated on the Sparrenburg Hill altitude in the Teutoburg forest and towers 60 meters above the city center. Its current appearance mainly originated in the 16th and 19th century. The Sparrenburg is considered to be Bielefeld's landmark. The above-ground parts of the Sparrenburg can be visited year-round, free of charge. The rest of the castle can be visited daily from April to October, including the ascent of the 37 meters tower and the front part of the 285 meters subterranean corridor. The northwestern part of the underground corridor is not accessible with the exception of 3 tours per year, as it is home to bats.
Home to bats. It's got to be a setting that I have wrong. Then, I mean, if he can see you as an F-18, why am I not able to see you as an F-18? So, let's see here. Traffic. Show multiplayer aircraft in close proximity is on. Traffic right. Use generic aircraft models multiplayer. It's off. Maybe this is supposed to be on. Adjust if multiplayer traffic will only use generic and optimized aircraft models to reduce memory and CPU. I would think that would do what it's doing. Just the amount of different aircraft models used in randomly generated aircraft. Let me do a quick Google search and see if I can find something. If multiplayer, you won't see each other aircraft properly because MSFS is either mocking other player aircraft with one from the defaults or from an optimized pool of generic 3D models, depending on your setting. Okay. See if there's a fix for it. Let me illustrate the visual standpoint. Are you using a plane that came with Microsoft Flight Simulator? Is it part of, or is it a third-party add-on? Each third-party 3D model should respect a predefined naming convention. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Okay, let's see here. Not showing up correct aircraft. General option using traffic. Use generic plane models turned on. Should be off. They don't have aircraft add-on premium aircraft. So that is correct. It is off. Ability. Data. Things on. Have name plates. Experience. Aerodynamic visualizations, huh? Nope. Effect G suit. Nope. I'll have to keep researching that one because I don't know why. I don't know why he can see you properly and I cannot. All right. We went by this point of interest the other day, but we're flying right towards it again. That is Porta Westphalia.
The Porta Westphalica, also known as the Westphalian Gap, is a gorge and water gap where the Weser River breaks through the passage between the mountain chains of the Wehen Hills in the west and the Weser Hills in the east. It is located in the district of Minden-Lübbecke in North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. Since 1973, Porta Westphalica is also the name of a town, which was established by merging 15 villages surrounding the gorge. Since 2006, it is a national geotope. The name Porta Westphalica is a Latin term that means gate to Westphalia. Coming from the north, the gorge is the entry to the region of Westphalia. Despite its Latin name, the term was not coined in Roman times, but by scholars in the 19th century. High above the gorge on the west side is a large six-sided stone structure that can be seen from a considerable distance. This is the Emperor William Monument, erected in honor of Emperor William I of Germany and dedicated in 1896.
And I don't believe they have that monument right, because they've added windows to it and everything else, and it doesn't look like a giant... I mean, it's a six-sided stone structure, but then it's got a building facade built onto it, like it's a hotel, so it doesn't look right at all. Beyond that... Hey, there's that name Horst again. Beyond that, as a place that we're headed straight to, well, a little bit, and that's a mausoleum.
The Mausoleum of Prince Ernst in Stadthagen, Lower Saxony, is a mausoleum erected by Ernst of Schaumburg and his widow Hedwig of Hesse-Kassel in the years 1620 to 1627. Its unusual architecture and the resurrection monument by Adrian de Vries make it a site of European rank. The crypt was used as burial place of the House of Schaumburg and the House of Schaumburg-Lippe until 1915. The mausoleum, Attached to the chancel of Staithagen Parish Church St. Martini is a domed heptagon in Italian Renaissance style designed by Giovanni Maria Nossani. 4 of its walls are furnished with Latin-inscribed epitaphs for Prince Ernst, his parents, and his wife, framed by ediculars with Italian marble columns. The central monument by Adrien de Vries consists of a huge pedestal bearing the cenotaph of Prince Ernst, simultaneously conceived as the tomb of Christ. The cenotaph is surrounded by 4 drowsing Roman guards, and a larger-than-life figure of Christ triumphant surmounts its top. The dome, painted with 14 musician angels, represents heaven.
That sounds lovely. See how far we have to go in here. Cockpit. Roll 2. Oh, we have a long way to go. Oh, missed the 20-minute smoke break. It's 34 minutes after the hour. Let me grab my mug. Have a sip. Cheers. Here's to your health, well-being, and prosperity. Stay hydrated. And pup pass. Okay, so back out here. If we keep holding this, we might have to make a slight deviation, but we're going to pass right over that Ernst mausoleum. We have a few minutes to listen to some more Brad.
I think I don't know that one
I
off
don't
the
know
top.
that song, but I
like
love,
Modest Mouse,
I love
of course.
Modest Mouse, so that's a great choice.
Cool. I'll work on my, what's that guy's name? Brock?
Isaac Brock.
Isaac Brock.
Yeah.
I'll work on my Isaac Brock howl.
Didn't like a really cool guitar player start playing with them? Like
Johnny Marr?
Johnny Marr started playing with them. Yeah.
From the Smiths.
That's right.
Myths. Wow.
Johnny Marr.
Well, that's exciting.
All right.
Yeah, email me that because I'll probably forget, or I'll get back to you and ask you. And yeah, so far, what are the other ones that we have? We got Nasty by Janet Jackson.
Yep.
Lithium by Nirvana.
Yeah.
Climbing the Walls by They Might Be Giants.
Yep.
And
Brick House.
And Brick House by Commodores.
Yeah.
Not the Commodores.
Oh, you just bounced into the ground.
Timmy Moore. Too early. Too soon, Timmy.
What's that?
Timmy just requested that we play it right now.
Yeah. Let's get the lyrics up. I'll do a little spoken word. She's a brick house.
Yeah.
Mighty.
Okay. That's
Letting it all hang out.
Okay, that's it, yeah.
Let's play a song about magic.
Chicka down now. Chicka down now. Down, chicka down now. Ah, Fun Guy. This is a good song. They're all good. All great stuff.
I was feeling like I had some potential, maybe one day becoming a
Fun Guy.
I could see myself going through the motions with a dedication and a devotion to letting go. I was dreaming that I had to eventually transition to being a
Fun Guy. Fun Guy.
striking in my brain like lightning with a little help from psilocybin. Yeah, I'll be in touch with the dirt and the earth and the bugs and the birds and the drugs and the bees. Send my body to somebody who wants it. I won't have any need for it anymore. Ever knowing I'll be in touch with the dirt and the earth and the bugs and the birds and the drugs and the bees.
Oh.
Is a mausoleum erected by Ernst of Schaumburg and his widow Hedwig of Hesse-Kassel in the years 1620 to 1627. Its unusual architecture and the resurrection monument.
Okay, it's supposed to be below us right now.
The crypt was used as burial place of the House of Schaumburg and the House of Schaumburg-Lippe until
See if we can see it.
The mausoleum, attached to the chancel of Staythagen Parish Church St. Martini, is a domed heptagon in Italian Renaissance style designed by Giovanni Maria Nossoni. 4 of its walls are furnished with Latin-inscribed epitaphs for Prince Ernst, his parents, and his wife, framed by ediculars with Italian marble columns. The central monument by Adrien de Vries consists of a huge pedestal bearing the cenotaph of Prince Ernst, simultaneously conceived as the tomb of Christ. The cenotaph is surrounded by 4 drowsing Roman guards, and a larger-than-life figure of Christ triumphant surmounts its top. The dome, painted with 14 musician angels, represents heaven.
I don't see a dome. But again, and I am using the updated Germany, but the photogrammetry over here, I don't know. So yeah, I'm not saying anything like that, but not everything is in the simulator, you know, or I'm just not seeing it. But no domed buildings, but I mean, that would be something that I would want to see for sure. If I'm in Germany, I would love to see some architecture like that. Do one more pass and if I can make anything out. Boy, that is a red field. Man, we're going to play tennis, but we're going to play blood tennis. That is one red field. That's the only thing that looks like what the computer would make out as a domed structure. The only dome structure I see, or, you know, something that sticks out as a dome. Well, you can't win them all, and maybe in 2024, you know, they'll have way better maps. I hope so. I really do. Okay, so let's go back over where we at. We're here. See if there's any other points of interest along the way until we get there. No, the only things are some things to the north.
The Riefberg Hills are a hill range, up to 161.4 meters above sea level, in the districts of Nienburg and Schaumburg in Lower Saxony, Germany. The Riefberg Hills and their foothills give the impression of being several small neighboring hills. The little village of Bad Riefberg was a well-known spa and bathing resort in the 18th and 19th centuries. As a result, they have been referred to for centuries as the Riefberger Berge or Riefberg Hills. The Riefberg Hills occupy the southern part of the district of Nienburg and northern part of the district of Schaumburg on the southwestern edge of the Steinuder Meer Nature Park. They lie between Riefberg Lochem, Hagenberg and Sachsenhagen and run close by the village of Bad Riefberg that gives them their name. The latter, like the settlements of Lochem, Riefberg, Munchhagen in the west and Winsler in the east, belong to the borough of Riefberg-Lochem. The municipalities of Wulpinghausen and Orhagen in the south also lie on the ridge. Away to the south is the Schaumburg Forest, whilst to the northeast is Lake Steinude. Not far to the north of the Riefberg Hills runs a section of the stream known as the Steinuder Meerbach. To the south is part of the Mittelland Canal, to the west is part of the upper course of the Fulda, and about 10 kilometers west of the ridge are the middle reaches of the River Weser.
One more glance over here. That's up ahead and a couple of degrees to our left is this.
The Herrenhausen Gardens of Herrenhausen Palace, located in Herrenhausen.
Now, we should be able to see something like that. It's so huge.
The Georgengarten and the Welfengarten. The gardens are a heritage of the kings of Hanover. The Great Garden has always been one of the most distinguished Baroque gardens of Europe, while the Berggarten has been transformed over the years from a simple vegetable garden into a large botanical garden with its own attractions. Both the Georgengarten and the Welfengarten have been made in the style of English gardens, and both are considered popular recreation areas for the residents of Hanover. The history of the gardens spans several centuries, and they remain a popular attraction to this day.
Yeah, let's see if we can see that one. We'll have to go back to the cockpit and change our core setting. Not a problem. Probably 10 degrees. Back to heading. Probably right where we were before. 20 degrees. Miss it at that. Come back. That to begin with, just 10. All right, that should put us on a course. Moment. Finish up, fun guy. Man, that's so crazy, flying that thing at 80 knots.
Yes. Yes, I did make an error in the lyrics department there. I have the chat for you lovely people. I have it in front of me now, and it is very tempting to just look at that.
It is so distracting.
While I'm singing. Anyway, I screwed that up. I'll burn in hell. Life is over.
What was your inspiration while writing that song?
Yeah, Brad.
Jesus Cristo of Robert Dale Futuro. I love that.
That was about trying. I read in. I wasn't reading the magazine, but
Yeah, there it is.
In,
You can see it. There's the garden. It's so big.
Oprah magazine.
Oprah.
And,
You're reading Oprah.
How did you come across an
It was getting linked around online, but it was about using psychedelics to cure your depression. And I was like, holy shit, Oprah's into this stuff? She endorses
I
this stuff?
don't think it helps.
And then I saw it around.
That's my opinion.
Places and
Speaking from experience.
on a lot of antidepressants over the years and stuff.
Okay.
And so I was curious about like a natural thing, and then I wrote that song about trying that out and trying to see if that would work. And totally cured. Never an unhappy day over here.
I'm glad it worked for you. I had no anxieties. That's the thing. If you don't have any problems, you'll develop some problems.
Song that nobody requested.
Man, this is nice.
Other than us.
Yeah, it's a great song.
This is a Neil Young.
It's like a maze.
All in my mind.
Oh. So pretty.
Yes. Baby, mellow my mind, makes me feel like a schoolboy on good time, juggling nickels and dimes, satisfied with the fish on the line. I've been down the road and I've come back, lonesome whistle on the railroad track. Ain't got nothing on those feelings that I had. Something so hard to find, situation that could casualize your mind. I've been down the road and I've come back, lonesome whistle on the railroad track. Ain't got nothing on those feelings that I had. Baby, mellow my mind, makes me feel like a schoolboy on good time, juggling nickels and dimes, satisfied with the fish on the line.
The Herrenhausen Gardens of Herrenhausen Palace, located in Herrenhausen, are made up of the Great Garden, the Berggarten, the Georgengarten and the Welfengarten. The gardens are a heritage of the kings of Hanover. The Great Garden has always been one of the most distinguished Baroque gardens of Europe, while the Berggarten has been transformed over the years from a simple vegetable garden into a large botanical garden with its own attractions. Both the Georgengarten and the Welfengarten.
That's the point I wanted it to play to again. And I wanted to make a comment on that. In the past, it used to be a vast garden of vegetables. And, I mean, at some point somebody said, this is for the whole village. And these were massive gardens built for whole villages to provide food, right? And then they're like, well, then they decided to adopt the English style, which is more just pretty plants, and move away from feeding your village. And I think that's kind of crappy. I'm not all 100% socialist at all. I'm definitely way more capitalist. I'm definitely way more Republican. But some things like that are charming, and You know, I wish they would bring more things like that, dedicating large areas of land to, you know, this is for the people. You know, everybody with their subscription can come in and get a bushel of this, a bushel of that, a bushel of this, a bushel of that. But, you know, look at the populations that we have to deal with these days. It's crazy. But, you know, looking at all the open land, it's not like anybody's hurting if you needed to open up a large tract of land for farming. Seems to be so much farming going on here in general. All right, so Hans and Henning, I think Hans may have taken off already. Henning has said he's going to be taking off here in another minute. I get it. It's already, we're nearing the 3 o'clock hour here. So 8, probably like 11 o'clock over there in the evening. So yeah, their Friday night spent a little time with us tonight, and that's nice. That's so appreciated. That's pretty highway. So you have a great weekend, and if nothing goes wrong, I'll see you back on Monday, and we'll pick it up wherever I'm at here, or wherever we're going to. EDBO, EDGB. So on Monday, we'll pick it up at EDGB again, and maybe we'll try some glider flying there, see what their winds are like that day. And exactly 11 and 5 minutes. I'm getting good at the timing. All right. Yeah, so you have a great weekend. And let me grab my mug again. Raise another cheers to you as we near the top of the hour. Cheers. And we will be at EDGB in 24 minutes and 39 seconds. Roll 2. That's where let's do another tour out here real quick. We're coming up on this right in front of us. A battle.
The Battle of Sivershausen occurred on the 9th of July 1553 near the village of Sivershausen, where the forces of the Hohenzollern Margrave Albert Alcibiades
right here.
Brandenburg-Kulmbach fought against the united troops of Elector Maurice of Saxony and Duke Henry V of Brunswick-Wolfenbüttel. With 4,000 men killed, including the Saxon Elector and 2 of Henry's sons, it was one of the bloodiest battles on Lower Saxon territory. Margrave Albert was defeated. Albert of Brandenburg-Kulmbach had sparked the Second Margrave War against the Franconian Prince Bishoprics in 1552.
Well, that guy.
Destruction with his plundering mercenary army.
You son of a gun.
Arriving in the Duchy of Brunswick-Lüneburg, he campaigned against Henry V of Wolfenbüttel, who gained support from Elector Maurice as well as from his Lüneburg cousins. The Saxon Elector had just signed the Peace of Passau with Emperor Charles V as a leader of insurgent Protestant princes, and the turmoil caused by his former ally turned up at the wrong time. The two sides first encountered on the Leine River near Sarstedt, though no action was taken. Margrave Albert headed for the city of Brunswick, when the enemy forces blocked his passage on the Foos Creek near Sivershausen.
Foos Creek. All right, so we are over the battlefield.
The Battle of
right now
occurred on the 9th of July 1553.
Okay. It actually says 2 minutes here. There, we're right over it right now. So this was the area. Yeah, let's put up a bunch of wind farms. I'm sure there's a monument somewhere. But yeah, let's put up a bunch of wind farms right here where this important battle took place. I wonder if cosplayers go out there and do their roleplay battles and recreate that one. All right, so zoom back out to come up ahead and a little to the south of us. Wolflog 79.
Orflog 79 was a German World War II prisoner of war camp for Allied officers.
Ew.
The camp was located at Wagum near Braunschweig in Germany, also known by the English name of Brunswick. It was located in a 3-story brick building that had previously been the home of a German parachute regiment, near the Hermann Göring aircraft engine factory. Offizierslager 79, Officers Camp 79, was established in December 1943 with men transferred from camps in Italy, mainly British Commonwealth officers from the Battle of Crete and North African Campaign. More prisoners arrived in July 1944 transferred from Orflog 8F. On the 24th of August 1944 the camp was strafed by American and British aircraft. 3 men were killed and 14 seriously wounded. The camp was liberated by the U.S. 9th Army on the 12th of April 1945.
Woohoo!
Volkswagen Werk Braunschweig is a factory site for Volkswagen automobile
I'll be darned.
Braunschweig.
Oh,
Germany.
parts.
Production started on the 23rd of February 1938 for manufacturing steering components of KDF wagon and tools for Junkers Flugzeug und Motorenwerke in Dessau. Until today, only components for vehicles of VW Group are produced, such as running gears, axles, shock absorbers, brake parts and all pedals. As of 2006, approximately 6,200 workers were employed, thus making it the largest industrial site in the city. In 2010, the number of workers amounted to 5,548. In 2014, 6,625 people worked here. The Wendhausen Castle is a 17th-century moated castle located in a community within the municipality of Lehre, Lower Saxony. The castle is built in a Renaissance style surrounded by a large moat. The moat has an oblong shape with the castle being at the far eastern end. The western area within the moat was part of a beautiful and ornate gardens. Today the castle is owned by the architect Carsten Henzer, who restored the property between 1992 and 1995, who in between 1995 and 2002 dedicated the southern wing, including the castle's representative ballroom, to housing his private gallery. Today, a number of sculptures by the German artist Dennis Stuart Rose are displayed in the castle's park.
All right, let's deviate a few degrees and see if we can see that. It's going to be surrounded by a moat, so that will help. Klaus und Bienenbrook. To you too. We need some beers, man. That's something we haven't talked about at all the whole time we've been flying in Germany. Like, is there good beer everywhere? Or, you know, do you go to certain places like, well, we need to go over there because their beer is better. Or if you want beer, we got to go over here. Or doesn't matter. It's like you're in Germany. All the beer is good. Doesn't matter. Here, have a beer. Okay, let me go back a degree or two. Yeah. Getting ready to pass an airport out there right now. Okay. Braunschweig Airport. And it's going to be decommissioned. Well, that part is. They don't want people landing in the middle anymore. See where there's the X's? It's like they might drop that runway out. They got an X on it. They don't want people landing in the middle anymore. See where there's the X's? It's like they might drop that runway out. They got an X on it. See where there's the X's? It's like they might drop that runway out. They got an X on it. See where there's the X's? It's like they might drop that runway out. They got an X on it. Anywhere you see an X on a runway, it's usually going to be decommissioned or taken apart. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. Okay. Castle should be directly ahead of us. Another degree.
The Wendhausen Castle is a 17th century moated castle located in Wendhausen, a community within the municipality of Leyra, Lower Saxony. The castle is built in a Renaissance style surrounded by a large moat. The moat has an
that says
oblong shape,
Wendhausen there.
the castle being at the far eastern end. The western area within the moat was part of a beautiful and ornate gardens. Today the castle is owned by the architect Carsten Henze, who restored the property between 1992 and
Oh, that looks horrible.
1995, who in between 1995 and 2002 dedicated the southern wing, including the castle's representative ballroom, to housing his private gallery. Today, a number of sculptures by the German artist Dennis Stuart Rose are displayed in the castle's park.
All right, so that is it. So, pardon the graphics, and again, maybe with 2024, we'll get improved graphics. Looks great from the air, but as we start getting closer, it gets a little crappy. But these are the moats. Henning is doing a flight around the world. That's awesome. And it looks like waterways coming through here. And yeah, so all of this is the castle. Nice. Okay, so Wendhausen. All right, let's get back on track to where we're going. And the next places ahead of us are Art Museum, Kunstmuseum Wolfsburg, another an abbey is going to be in front of us.
Marienthal Abbey, in the present-day municipality of Marienthal in Lower Saxony, Germany, is a former Cistercian monastery founded in 1138, now used and owned by a Lutheran congregation of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Brunswick. The monastery was founded by Friedrich II von Sommerschenberg, Count Palatine of Saxony. It then was a daughter house of Altenberg Abbey of the filiation of Morimund. The initial complement consisted of 12 monks from Altenberg under an abbot from Emilungsborn Abbey. The Augustinian nunnery of Marienburg in nearby Helmstedt was subsequently established in 1176. When the Sommerschenberg family became extinct in 1179, Marienthal Abbey with its possessions was seized by the Welf Duke Henry the Lion. The abbey soon achieved great prosperity, its estates extended as far as Magdeburg, Jüterbog, and Braunschweig. In 1232 it established a daughter house of its own, Huda Abbey. However, at the end of the 14th century it entered a phase of steady decline. The monastery was dissolved in 1569 as a consequence of the Protestant Reformation. A Lutheran school had been set up in the premises in 1542, operating until 1745. A seminary for the training of teachers was also established here, and this continued until 1773, when it was transferred to Helmstedt. The buildings today belong to the Braunschweigische Vereinigte Kloster und Studienfonds, while the church has become the Protestant parish church of Marienthal. The Lappwald is a heavily wooded range of hills, 20 kilometers long and up to 5 kilometers wide, in central Germany. It stretches northwards from the town of Helmstedt. The border between Lower Saxony and Saxony-Anhalt runs through the woods, of which about 3/4 is on Lower Saxon terrain. The Lappwald is part of the Elm-Lappwald Nature Park. The first records describe the Lappwald as the Lappwald in the year 1147. There is no clear derivation for the name Lappwald. The most likely theory is to do with the hunting term Einlappens. The Lappwald was a border forest for many centuries between the Brunswick and Prussian territories. Numerous smugglers and other criminals, including the well-known figure of Seven robber Captain Rose Räuberhauptmann Rose, real name, Karl Wallmann, used the forest's border situation to their advantage. In the 20th century, the inner German border divided the Lappwald, following the old Brunswick-Prussian boundary. In the Lappwald northeast of Helmstedt are the remains of a defensive ditch forming part of the old dike to Walbeck. The structures that have survived include 2 watchtowers from the 13th century, which are referred to as the first and second Walbeck watchtowers. Another well-preserved medieval watchtower is located immediately next to the B1 Federal Road to Magdeburg on the edge of the Lappwald.
So that's all of this. Starting here, going down all the way down over here. This whole area, stretching north to south, is this range of forest. And then it actually keeps going and then wraps around again. So the Germans and the Habsburgs, distant cousins? I don't know. Don't know the history. All right. That almost looks to be it now. Go back in here into the cockpit. And we have 11 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and play some Brad Sucks music.
All right. Okay. And when I screwed up that last song, I was reading a chat here. I don't think I can pronounce that name. Nico Tsuki. Thank you for the donation. Hi guys, can you dedicate to me Lonely? Why is this not working?
Did you say the lonely? Because that's awesome.
No, just Lonely.
Ah, okay.
Hold on.
Ready?
Is it possible to play that song? Greetings from Mexico.
Nice.
Woohoo!
All right.
Wow.
I'm going to do 2 requests in one night. Amazing. Look at us. Real people pleasers.
Is that next?
Yes.
They're going to turn that all... They should turn all that into a resort.
All right.
Like, you got the makings of... And all the terraforming.
This is Lonely from... And I assume the person who asked for that knows it from Bee and Puppy Cat, the show on YouTube and Netflix. Let's do it. Okay, let me do it again. She was away from home and lost in the night. Jesus. All right, just for you, I'm gonna do it right. She was away from home and lost in the night. Her place was far too far away to find. She was alone and happy to see someone new. She said it's nice to spend the night with you. Nobody told me it would be lonely. Maybe we're going where we're supposed to be. He said, come. All right. Let's do it from that part. She said, come with me, I'll take you back, back, back. Even though it'll surely make me sad, sad, sad. He said, maybe we'll be together soon, soon, soon. Remember me and take all this with you, you, you. Nobody told me it would be lonely. Where are we going? Feels like I'm floating. He wasn't scared, he was terrified. He was alone, he was sure he was gonna die alone. He felt the tear and he multiplied. He let go and it felt kinda like he was going home.
Flawless.
Absolutely flawless on that one. Holy smokes. My apologies to the requester. All right, let's move on from that. Okay, new background. Brad, what happened to your right hand? It's a fun little game. You got to guess. I bet you'll never guess.
Can I guess?
I don't know. I feel like you're going to get it.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. Never mind.
But for everyone else, I think it'll be hard. It's actually two things. That is my one hint.
Is it related to all the pickleball you've been playing lately?
I can't give any sort of clue to you.
Okay. Bear attack.
Bear attack.
Good one.
Slept wrong. No, not that one. Anyway, I'll let you all work on it. Okay. Here is one that we're working on for the new album, which, as I mentioned, we're working on the Indiegogo is at 69%. So if you guys are interested in getting in on pre-ordering the vinyl or anything, please head over there. Got about 11 days left. Who knows if we'll make it? Who knows if we'll make it to 100%? I don't know. I'll start, next stream I'll be selling my blood.
Yeah.
Over here.
You can have a bit of mine, too. Just a bit.
Thank you so much, Danielle3773. Okay, this one is called Wasting My Potential. Let me just run through it in my mind for a second. Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Probably no errors in this one. Okay, I start this one off right. I've been searching all over for a new way to waste my potential, honey. I've been dying in ditches just to get next to you. Yeah, go through the motions, trying to give myself enough attention, love, and money. I'm just faking my way through the interview. You're gonna hate me 'cause I'm back on a mission like ground control. On a mission like ground control. It doesn't make any difference, I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking. Yeah, I'm rolling, but I'm still wearing out all of my welcomes, honey. I've been dying in ditches just to get next to you. Yeah, I go through the motions, trying to give myself enough attention, love, and money. change real soon. You're gonna hate me 'cause I'm back on a mission like ground control. I'm on a mission like ground control. It doesn't make any difference, I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking. Say goodbye, baby, maybe you'll see me on the cover of the magazines, finally being recognized as always overqualified. Wanna win, want a stone into throne, I wanna make it kind of personal, make you wonder how and why I'm leaving you so far behind. You're gonna hate me 'cause I'm back on a mission like ground control. I'm on a mission like ground control. It doesn't make any difference, I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking what can never be sold. I'm just taking.
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, it's called Wasting My Potential.
You think some boating goes on here?
Thank you, everybody, again for being here. Gonna kick the energy up a notch
That's neat.
and do a song called Blackout Drunk.
Let's switch guitars.
Yes, do that.
A lock?
Oh, sorry, I should have tuned beforehand.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it!
Son of a bitch. Tune before the show.
I love that. Okay, good to go.
I gotta get that. Keep that on me all day, so I can yell at people in the post office. Okay. Blackout Drunk. If you want the truth, honestly, I'm not in the mood. You say there's nothing to lose, but I'm gonna need some proof. You're always saying it's a pretty nice day outside, but it's just a point of view. Keep on giving me a good solution to see what I can do. Come on, you've had enough time to figure out that giving up is what I'm all about. Everything faded away so slow, it wasn't even hard to let it go. Maybe you're right then, I'm too depressed, 'cause I don't care.
What are we landing on?
I saw your text. I appreciate your concern, but blackout drunk's such an ugly term. I don't gotta do anything you want me to do. If I'm in need any bad advice, I'll come running back to you. I ain't got the time to try to memorize everything I'm going through. But if it wasn't for the booze and you and the drugs, I'd have to use a new excuse. Like I'm trying, baby. Come on, you've had enough time to figure out that giving up is what I'm all about. Everything faded away so slow, it wasn't even hard to let it go. Maybe you're right then, I'm too depressed, 'cause I don't care that you saw that I saw your text. I appreciate your concern, but blackout drunk's such an ugly term. I've been feeling great since I quit trying to figure it out. I got the so bad, I'm always moving around. Feels like things are gonna be the same. No, I know what to do now. I'm not gonna tell you that it's all for nothing, but have you ever forgiven that it's all for nothing? Yeah.
All right. Where are we at? 24 minutes after the hour.
Transporter. Cargo is loaded. You can start your mission.
Loaded. We need to unload. Talking about. Two. Oh, I did. I did type it in wrong. I'm at EDBG, and we need to be at EDGB. Yeah. Oh, well, you can't win them all, so we're not going to get paid on Monday. Then we'll pick it up here. We'll actually go to EDGB, which was where I thought we were supposed to be going in the first place, going south. So, big screw up. Again, it's not a big deal. We got to spend some time together. We got some gliding in today with Hans and Henning. That was fun. And got to see a nice garden today. A battlefield, an old battlefield. Learned about an abbey or two. That was productive enough, right? Again, on Tuesday, the World Update 16 and the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you want to pronounce it. All right. You have a fantastic weekend. Let me get my end screen up here. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. If you need help with anything, then just shoot me any questions that you might have. And I'm not the most knowledgeable. I don't do this for, I don't do it for real. But I've been practicing and practicing and practicing as if I was like tomorrow. Let's say I had to go down and take my license and try to take a test for a license for a sport plane or, your general aviation licenses. Do I have enough knowledge to go try to take a test, to pass a test? And I would say probably 90%. I leave that 10% to the E6B, the handheld slide rule calculator that you use, or that students use. So that's the only thing I really don't have a whole lot of understanding on how to use. And it's something that I've been asking if they put training lessons in Microsoft Flight Simulator so you can learn how to use it, and as well as have one in the cockpit so that you can do it and figure out calculations in the cockpit on your knee pad or something. But it seems a shame to not include it as part of training for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And again, got my fingers crossed that it might be a possibility for 2024. Have a great weekend. I might be live streaming some other things this weekend. I don't know. Depends if I'm tired or not, or just whatever. So I wouldn't expect it, but if I do, I might be doing maybe some Star Trek Online with the new event. I don't know. Probably not. Either way, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you Monday.